after solving this you will get 5197293.05. So at last you will get 189285435. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Now for the calculation of ix3, now from here to you will get the value of ix2. Okay, for the calculation of ix3, now same method. This is the third part. Okay, this was 250 and this was 18. Okay, this is the center of this rectangular section and this was the reference point. From reference point and this portion will be y3, and from the this is the neutral axis point, and from the neutral axis to the to the reference point. Okay, this value becomes y bar. Is it clear? So what is the value of center of this to the neutral axis? This value becomes y bar minus this y3. Is it clear? Okay, so by the applying of parallel axis theorem, you will get a value of ix3 is equal to ix plus में a3 k square. What is k square? You already know. Ixs is equal to b d cube by 12. Here b is horizontal always and d is always vertical portion. Okay, so 250 into d cube is this becomes formula is bd cube by 12, and b is always horizontal and d is always vertical. Is it clear? Then d is 18 cube by 12. Is it clear? Is it clear? This area 3 already calculated 4500, and k is y bar minus y3 ka whole square. Okay, this becomes 250 into 18 cube divided by 12 plus 4500 into y bar is what, 227.56, and y3 is we have already calculated the value of y3 is what, this is 9. Okay, a whole square. So after solving this you will get 121,500 plus this comes out 21495,813.1.2, and now you will get these two. You will get by adding these 215,079631.2. Is it clear? So now you have calculated the value of ix1, ix2 and ix3. Now what was the formula? Was ixx is equal to ix1 plus ix2 plus ix3. Is it clear? Okay, so calculate adding all these values. What is the value of ix1? This is 27370386963 plus ix2 is 189285435 plus ix3 is 215079631.2. then what you will get? ixx is 641403762.5. here you will get the value of ixx. Clear? Okay, now you can easily calculate for a section the value of ixx. And iyy, how can you calculate the iyy? Calculation of iyy is equal to iy1 plus iy2 plus iy3. It is just reverse of the ixx. We can say just reverse of ixx. Say in case of IY1 you can calculate or just reverse of IXX. Okay, is 8 into 150. This is same. Say IXX is 150 into 8. Okay, this is 8 into 150. Formula is same. Okay, area is same. Okay, then value of y1 minus y1 y bar, then it is replace y by x, x1 minus x bar, nothing else. Okay, then you can easily calculate the value of IY1. So this is 8 into 150 का cube by 12 plus 1200 into 125 minus 125 का whole square. Okay, you will get after solving this 225 1 2 3 4. Is it clear? Similarly, the value of IY2, it is the reverse of IX2. Okay, IX2 is here 6 into 650. Then in case of Y, 650 into 6. Then 650 into 6 cube by 12 plus area 2 is same 3900 into here y2 minus y bar, here x2 minus x bar, x2 minus x bar whole square. Is it clear? Then this is 650 into 6 cube by 12 plus 3900 into values are same 125 minus 125 का whole square. This you will get 11700. Is it clear? Similarly, in the case of IY3 is 18 into 250 reverse of IX3 cube by 12 plus area 3 into x3 minus x bar ka whole square. This becomes 0 because this value is same, so this becomes 0. Then you will get the value of IY3 is 23437,500. Is it clear? So what is the value of IYY? Is IY1 plus IY2 plus IY3 is equal to 256,99200. Clear? So now you know how to calculate the value of IXX and IYY manually. Is it clear? In STAD or in AutoCAD practice, you have just used the command and calculate the I value, IXX and IYY in STAD also. But in manually, this is the method how we calculate the value of IXX and IYY. Is it clear? So now I am telling you about the principal moment of inertia. What is the principal moment of inertia? Okay, let's see. Principal moment of inertia. Clear? Principal moment, the formula of the principal moment of inertia is this is let's say this is a, let's say this is IXX and we know already calculated behind, this is IYY. Okay, so this axis is IUU and this axis is IVV. So these are the principal moments. Okay, so how we calculate the value of IUU and IVV? Simple formula is that I will tell you. Wait, this is IUU. How we can calculate this? IXX cos square theta plus IYY sin square theta minus 2IXY sin theta sin 2 theta. Is it clear? Is it clear? Similarly for IVV is nothing, just a reverse of IUU. Let's say this is IXX Okay, this is cos square theta, this becomes sin square theta. Similarly, I this is sin square theta, this becomes cos square theta. This is minus, so it becomes plus 2I xy sin 2 theta. Is it clear? Okay. And the first equation is you need to satisfy IUU plus IVV is equal to IXX plus IYY. Is it clear? Okay. So this is the stress calculation part. Okay, this is the stress calculation part. I will tell you how can we calculate these values. Okay, now I am showing you from where we applied the where the IXX is equal to IUU or IYY is equal to IVV and IXY is 0. Okay, so now see the stress calculation part behind. The stress calculation part. Stress calculation part. इस point लिखिए. Okay. See, if write it, if there is at least one axis of symmetry, then IXY is equal to 0. Okay, is it clear? Or IXX is equal to IUU, IYY is equal to IVV, and third is IXY is equal to 0. This is for one axis of symmetry. Let's say a I section or T section. This is I section. Okay, I section, this is x-axis, this is x-axis, and this is y-axis. Then for for all of three, the y is symmetrical. This is y, this is y, and this y passing from the same line. So one axis is symmetrical. Y-axis is symmetrical for all three. Y-axis is symmetrical. Okay, at least one axis of symmetry. Okay, so this condition is satisfied. Okay, so in case of T section, this is the x-axis of this part and this is the x-axis of this part, but y-axis is symmetrical for both two, area 1 and area 2. Is it clear? Is it clear? So this condition is satisfied for the symmetrical, at least one axis of symmetry. Okay, now but in case of no symmetry, axis, like see below, like L section. This is one section and this is second section. This is x-axis of this section, this is x-axis of this section. This is y-axis of this section, this is y-axis of this section. Both the axes are different. So then calculate separately, because IXX is not equal to IUU and IYY is not equal to IVV and IXY is not equal to 0. So calculate all values. Okay, so the formula I have already explain it to the principal moment of inertia is this. So you need to calculate this by this formula. Is it clear? Is it clear all things? Okay, it is easy. Okay, let's say the example of this. We have to try the example of the principal moment of inertia. So I think then it is very clear to you. Okay, so let's say this is a L section. Okay, this. Okay, let's say this is 20 and this value is 100. Okay, this value is also 100. This value is 20. Is it clear? Okay, clear or not? Okay, let's say this is area 1 and this is area 2. Is it clear? Let's say this complete portion is area 1. Okay, so you already know this is the reference point, as I told you in the previous chapter. Okay, so what is the value of y1? This is the CG of this section. Okay, and this is the CG of this section. This value becomes what? Y1, and this value becomes reference point to this CG. This value becomes y2. Is it clear? Okay, so this is 20 and this is the y-axis of this part 1 and this is the y-axis of this part 2. Okay, this becomes 40. Okay, this is 80, 40, 40. Okay, so calculate the value of area 1. What is area 1? What is area 1? Area 1 is, for this rectangular part, this is 100 into 20. This becomes 2000. Is it clear? What is the value of area 2? This is what? This value becomes 80. This is 100, this is 20, this becomes 80. So what is the value of area 2? This is 80 into 20, this is 1600. Is it clear? Now see, what is the area of y1? You have already calculated here. This is 50. Is it clear? What is the value of y2? This is 20 divided by 2, 10. Okay, now calculation of x1. Yes. Okay, this becomes center of y-axis. This is also y-axis. So from the reference point to this point, this becomes x1. Is it clear? From the reference point to this value, this is x2. So what is the value of x1? Is x1 is 20 divided by 2 is 10. And what is the value of x2? Is this 40 plus 20 becomes x2 is 60. Is it clear or not? Now after that, we already know the first area moment theorem is, what is the CG of this section x bar is equal to area 1 x1 plus area 2 x2 upon area 1 plus area 2. Is it clear? So put the value of here 2000, x1 is 10, area 2 is 1600, x2 is 60, area 1 is 2000 and area 2 is 1600. So you will get, after solving this, put here 2000 into x1 is 10 plus area 2 is 1600 and to x2 is 60 divided by area 2 is 2000 plus area 1 is 2000, area 2 is 1600. Is it clear? So you will get the value of x1 is, after solving this you will get 32.22.